It was a super intense earthquake. I've been in a couple of earthquakes over the years in the mountains, but this was so much more violent. You actually could see the ripples moving through the ground and then hitting the camp. It was really scary.
Were there trees? Could you see trees?
We were at 17,000 feet, so
Yeah.
there were no trees, but there was a lot of rockfall and avalanches. But we were in about a half-mile wide valley, so we were in a really safe place. But you start to wonder if the ground's just going to open or how bad it might really get.
From beginning to end, would you say?
First shock, I think, went for over a minute.
Yeah.
And then we had a series of aftershocks after that.
How many people were you with?
My team itself was 10 Westerners and 12 Sherpa.
Did you keep climbing? Did you go down? What did you do at that point?
Immediately we stopped. We tried to make sure our team was safe and everyone on the mountain was safe. And we heard pretty quickly that everyone on our side, the north side, was uninjured, but that the south side, the devastation was just terrible. So then we were trying to find out about friends and family members, Sherpas, family members, and how they were.
So, but you're going back for more.
Going back in 2016, I think Everest is a magical and very important experience, and so I'm excited to try to offer it again as safely as possible.
Is one side safer than the other?
The north side in Tibet is far safer. So I guided the south side in Nepal for the previous 6 years, and ultimately in 2014 decided that side of the mountain was too dangerous. There's just too many avalanches. There's something called the Khumbu Icefall, which is where 16 people were killed in 2014. And we really wanted to get away from that part of the mountain.
Why does anyone go to that side of the mountain?
I think tradition is a big part of it. There's so much history around that route. And then also the route is easier, even though it's much more dangerous. And so people who are looking for the easiest way up the mountain hope that they won't get killed and try it.
Is that the way Edmund Hillary went?
It is.
How much is rope? How much of it do you need ropes for?
We use ropes. We set ropes from the base camp at 17,000 feet all the way to the summit at 29,000 feet. So you've got 12,000 vertical feet of
technical?
ropes.
Could we do it?
No.
You could certainly do it with 2 to 3 years of training.
2 to 3 years of training.
That's during your vacations, right? That's not full time. But so building both technical skills and comfort in the mountains, and also experience at altitude, so your body feels.
So you will be on the side of a sheer face where if you didn't have ropes, you could fall how far on an
You could fall thousands of feet if you actually unclipped from the ropes and made a mistake. It's never vertical, but the angle is steep enough that when it's ice, that if you start going...
My only experience was with the flat irons in Boulder, where we would go up and go out, and you had the same kind of experience, and it's not falling vertical, but you're going to die.
That's a great similarity.
Because you're going to...
What's happened to the economy there, the Sherpas, the whole apparatus?
Yeah, I think there's so much fear right now that tourism will not return to Nepal, or that it will be very slow. And so tourism is the most important industry to the country. And, no one knows whether people will come back, especially with aftershocks and the earthquake still being in the news and things like that. They're working so hard to rebuild their infrastructure to be ready for people to come again. The next climbing season is October and November. We're running trips there. We're encouraging people to come and climb. But, of course, there's a lot of uncertainty.
How much does it cost to go with you?
To climb Everest is $79,000
just
per
up on the
person.
screen, yeah.
79 grand.
On the screen.
What do I get for 79 grand besides a great view?
Well, the key is having the most safety you possibly can have. So our clients are people who have chosen not to be professional climbers. They might be very capable athletes. They might be incredibly strong business people with strong minds and an ability to achieve whatever they want, but they want a high degree of safety, and that's our job to provide.
You get a t-shirt.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Landon Dowdy from CNBC. Thanks so much for checking out our channel. Here you'll find videos packed with all the info that you need to be smarter about your finances. Be sure and subscribe by clicking right here, and click on all the videos around me to see CNBC's original series Young Money, Tech Bet, Kramer's Mad Money, and all the latest from CNBC.